Why do I eat raw chicken for almost 500 days in a row? Why do I do base science? Nobody's watching it. My message ain't getting out there. Why do you even try? Why do you even do it? It really comes down to this. When you have base knowledge, you have a deeper level of understanding of our reality, and you have good in your heart. You wanna raise the other men and women that are around you, physically or virtually. Then there are people who also have base knowledge, who also have deeper occult understanding of the reality, how things work in nature. And they use the knowledge to dominate other people, to advance themselves. And you could argue that they're families, but if the rumors are true, how they groom even their own children, is it really advancing their bloodlines, advancing their families, or completely something else? But that is why I base science. I feel like very strongly that I have some based knowledge, some understanding about the nature of reality that can be extremely beneficial for every human being. That's also one of the reasons why I'm shadow banned to death. Also why many people might not connect to my videos. It goes completely over their heads. It can completely trigger them, because a lot of these topics I talk about, just eating how I start every video basically, thus far, eating raw chicken. Just the act of eating raw chicken might be extremely triggering to many people. And for the few videos that have gotten a little bit of reach, and I mean few, I've made over 500 videos at this point, and only small handful got a little bit of algorithmic boost from YouTube, only a little bit. And when it happened, I got many nasty comments. So that basically, that always shows a lot about those people commenting that they find it extremely triggering. And that's only the raw chicken. What many people would find even more triggering are many of the topics I talk about, because they go completely against what's programmed in their heads, in their minds, what they believe in, what they believe to be true, how they perceive reality, how they perceive nature, how they perceive themselves. Many of the topics go completely against them. And I have obviously talked about a lot why that is the case. That's because of the other half of the people who use the occult, aka hidden knowledge, to dominate other people. And I wanna share the occult knowledge, the base knowledge, with other people, so I can enjoy my reality with higher level of human beings, basically. human beings that are more healthy, more conscious, more virtuous. All of the good ass things that make people pleasant, happy, loving, joyful. They have a connection with themselves, with other people. That's how we bring back pair bonding. That's how we bring back relationships. All of that. I want to see that. I want to see that with my life. I want to see that with my neighbor's life. Because I want to be a part of community. That's all of these things I talked about. And then we can even talk about being a part of a bigger community. Sort of new world order community. But it really cannot be too centralized. That's when the dangers creep in. If we have any knowledge about history, every time things go very centralized, things go very bad for a bunch of people. So we need to keep these communities smaller, but still all of these communities around the world should have the base knowledge, because that raises the people, that raises the communications, that raises the relationships, and less people want to dominate other people. More and more people want to cooperate with other people, build something together, and just enjoy life together. That's what it is all about. Just freaking spend some time for once and enjoy this. Because not many are doing that anymore. They might have a little vacation couple times a year, but the other times they're just running everything to the ground in multiple different ways. But that's the core reason why I base science. At this point I don't care if I don't have any reach. And sometimes the hard part for me is the more I have learned, the better the information that I share with you guys, the less and less connection I have with people, the less and less reach I got. The deeper we go to the topics that are really important, the more I lose people. And then the more superfluous the things I talk about, which I really don't do anymore, the more people are connected. That's how the normies operate. You can always see it by the comments people leave. And most of the comments are just extremely superfluous. In my mind, I think because I have had some very wise subscribers also talk to me. Not many, but a couple ones. I kinda think when they stop watching, they stop commenting, I think they are taking that advice and just enjoying this. Not being on the YouTube, social media. They doing the damn thing, they enjoying their life. And they trying to make their communities better. Because I firmly believe that if you have base knowledge, you should share it. Maybe you don't want to share everything publicly, but also we need to start sharing way more publicly, because when you get to the level I am at, 99% of the videos on YouTube or maybe 95%, but it's very high percentage. All of the talking points in social media that are popular, they are completely superfluous. Nobody, and I don't mean nobody, but I mean the 95 or 99%, they never go far enough. They still believe. I think many know that there's more, but they are too afraid to fully go to the lengths that we need to go. Really put those things on action. That's how I was for so long, and it really fucked me up. So that's why I do these best science videos. I knew all of these things, but I didn't put it in the action because I had a girlfriend and it would ruin the relationship. I had this relationship and it would ruin that. I had that work and it would ruin that. That's how we get compromised. That's how they get us complying. That's how we have gotten ourselves into this mess we are at right now. That's why I base science. So, at this point, I have more fire, more passion than I have had in a long while. Even though my reach, the people watching, the likes I get, the comments I get, they are even less and less, bro. I tell you. Because this kind of information, it completely, if you start to act upon it, it will completely change your life. You need to let go a lot of comforts. But it will change your life for the better. And it will change other people's life for the better. It might take a while, because the whole system is built completely the opposite. If you start to understand this and take action in your own life, your actions will go against every bit of the matrix, every bit of this system. And a lot of people in your life will not understand what are you doing and where are you coming from. But you can understand completely where they are coming from, why they don't understand where you are going. That's why we need to share the best knowledge. We need to get more people understanding and actually understanding these topics better and better. Because when you start to understand it, slowly but surely you will start to act upon it. Because no other action will feel logical anymore, like the right thing to do. You are just basically at that point going against your own intuition. And that's gonna lead. It's basically gonna lead where the elites are right now. At least some of them. There might be some elites at the tippy top of the pyramid that are living the best life. Who knows? But those are the reasons why I base science. And like I said, the passion inside of me, the freaking fire, it's burning hot right now. And that's good, because tomorrow is the last day of the raw chicken experiment. And in a few days, we will start the next chapter of base science, when I really start to show what it is all about with my actions. And we're gonna test all these theories, all this knowledge. Is it really knowledge, or is it an illusion? Day after day, we keep proving them wrong. And we keep proving Mr. Base Science and nature right. See you tomorrow, guys. Last day of raw chicken. Salmon Nutella nutrition. Bye.